Hello once again, Amazing Blue fans. As always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So today I wanted to talk about OSU. I didn't really want to make a video today. I wasn't planning on it, but I love to talk Michigan. I know y'all do too if you like me. So, let's just talk about it. But he was talking about OSU and what he thinks about them this year, and I just wanted to kind of elaborate on some of the stuff he was saying. And but when was the last time we beat OSU? Take a minute. Take your time. 2011 was the Denard and Devin Gardner eat 'em up game. I think that was the last time we beat them. But the point is, we don't beat them. That's the point. We don't. What was that, 7-8 years ago? Come on. So, but this is the part of the problem that I've been just realizing and everything. When you don't beat them consistently, you get a little brother mentality, and it builds up. So the longer you don't beat them, it adds up. So if you're not beating them consistently, this will add up, and you get to turn into a little brother. Just being honest. We know what that term means. We say it to MSU because we know we can beat them. We've beaten them so many times. We expect to beat them. We don't beat OSU like that. So when the game comes around, they haven't lost to us. They have seniors. They haven't lost to Michigan. We get seniors and they've never beat OSU. So what comes with that is that loser mentality. You expect to lose to them. You might be cocky and everything, and then you come out there and they fast. I ain't know that. Man, damn, they hitting hard. So Saturday comes around and it's a different story. That's what happens. Anybody that's had a big brother or that person that just dominated them in a sport, you already know how it feels. Every time y'all play, you expect to lose. You fight your heart out and you lose. They run off laughing because they know they got another one. You never beat me. You never beat me. They start saying stuff like that. You'll never beat me. So it gets to, we have to get it done to break that mentality. Because they don't expect to lose to us. It's hard to beat somebody that doesn't expect to lose to you, and they come out with a good game plan and ready to, not just, I know I'm not going to lose to you. No, I'm firing on all cylinders. I'm about to run you over. I'm about to run you over, dog. And that's what happened last year. Like, okay, we don't lose to y'all, but we going to show y'all. We going to show y'all what's up. I can't do nothing but tip my hat to them. Honestly, I can't. Because that's what we want to be. That's what we want to get to. We want to get to where they're at. But it's going to start. It has to start with Harbaugh putting the players in position and knowing what your players do best. That's good coaching and great coaching. Urban was a great coach. Let's be honest. His recruiting, his whatever, his heart, whatever you want to call it, might be kind of questionable or whatever. His character. But dude can coach. Dude can coach. Let's just be 100 and real about it. Dude was a great coach. So when you got a great coach, no matter who it is, he's going to find a way to keep my team in the game and figure out how to win the game. And that's by putting your players in the best position to be successful. I can just run off years of plays that they've gotten to get to where they're at. Just plays. And you might say the refs or whatever. It don't matter because the plays are still on the field to be made. Even with the ref game. The play before, what was it, 3rd and 20 or something? And they let him get the first down or let him get almost to the first to where JT Barrett actually could. because they would have had to kick a field goal, and I think their field goal kicker was bad that year. So it's just we let up the play before, which gave them the chance to win the game. It's countless plays. The year before, Dwayne Haskins comes in for J.T. Barrett, and he's just making plays. That's just the difference. We don't, even when we are well coached, we're so used to losing them, and it's almost too much pressure that our players miss big plays. We had, what was it, a drop pick in the first quarter. The one game, what was it, 2 years ago, 2016? Was that a drop pick? Or was it, no, that was 2017. Drop pick early in the, first quarter? Dropped the pick on a scoring drive. What was it, a play or two later? Touchdown. That's what happens. You don't make a play, they make a play. And it end up beating you because it'll be a close game. Or it'll be a game-changing play, which will just swing the tide of things. So, because we've had the lead in these games, so it's just finishing. Because once you get up on whoever's dominates you, then they start playing harder, and the pressure becomes on you. Like, you gonna finish this, or are you scared? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Just play after play. Like, it has to get done. Cause it's getting ridiculous. Like, it's really getting ridiculous. So I'm hoping OSU is bad this year. But this is the thing about them. They got so much talent that even if the quarterback can't throw, it don't matter. If this man can run, then it might make the game a little bit closer, but they still got athletes everywhere. So as long as they got somebody back there that can make plays, they gonna be in the game, and they gonna get big plays from somebody because they got too many freaks of nature. It's just athletes. They got those dudes. So you can't just count them out because of the quarterback. That's my thing. You can't, even if he can't throw. But I don't think he's that bad. I know he's a dynamic runner, but I don't think he's that bad of a thrower. He's going and this is also another thing. We don't play them until the last game of the year. So even if he does start off slow and can't throw or whatever, by the time he plays us, by the time we play them, OSU is gonna know how they need to use him to be successful. They're gonna know. It's the last game of the season It's the last game of the regular season, so they're gonna know what he does best and what they do best by that time. So it's gonna be on us to beat them. They're not just gonna give us the game. They're not gonna do it. They too used to beating us to just give us the game. It means too much to them. They don't. This is another point. Then OSU don't have the rivals like we do. We got rivals that we have to prepare for. That's part of the reason I said this last year. I think that's part of why the reason why they can prepare for us all year. We can prepare for them too, but this is the thing. We got Notre Dame. That's a rivalry. We got Michigan State. That's a rivalry. Penn State is trying to take it personal now. People just like to beat Michigan. So even if and I mean, they like to beat OSU too, but it's something about Michigan. Like, people like to beat us. Like, they get, maybe it just be that they're so good that they don't let people beat them a lot of the time. But that's just how it is. We got rivals. So you got to prepare for Notre Dame. These are serious games. MSU, that's another serious game. OSU is our biggest rivals, but we have other rivalry games that mean something. They don't really have that. They play Michigan State. It don't really mean nothing to them. I mean, they don't want to lose to them, but it's not like a rival. It's not like a real rivalry like that. Like, they don't really have anybody but us. So they can prepare and look for us all year. We got a lot of others. We get the hard road. Like we get the hard road to the Big Ten championship. So that's just how it is, and that's just how it's gonna be. There's been plenty of years I've looked at the schedules like why do we have to play all these teams? Like we don't get it easy. Just like this year, we drop off Northwestern, we gain Iowa. Great. Another team that can come to play and beat you. Like Iowa comes to play. They've beat us, they've beat OSU, they've made a Big Ten championship. So it's crucial. It's crucial for us. But this is a year that it can be done. Like it's there. With the other teams that should be down, and where we're at, where our talent level is at, because Harbaugh has brought the talent level up. We can't say he hasn't brought the talent level up. He has, but it's the coaching, and then when we are well coached, they got to make the plays. That's whether that's tight ends dropping first downs, whether that's players missing blocks when the block is right there and you can just hit him. If you see a player, and I don't see how you don't see him, you looking right his way, and you just don't get the block because you just didn't try. Like that's just effort. You didn't even try to block him. You just let him go on by. Like you didn't expect him to come. Okay, thanks, great. Punt team. Like it's just effort, and how bad do you want it? Like our players gotta have to really want it bad. Cause I don't expect us to get out coached like last year. I just don't expect that. So I'm putting it on the players. Cause Harbaugh usually has a good game plan for the game. Just to be honest about it, Harbaugh has a good game plan most of the time going into that game. That's usually the one game where he does have a good game plan. So I'm taking last year as an anomaly. That he will have them ready to play and on both sides of the ball. Don Brown and Harbaugh as his team will have them ready to play. So I'm saying it's going to be on the players. When there's a play to be made, make it. When there's a play to be made, make the play. Get it done. Get it done. Like, man, get it done. OSU is in our way from making the playoffs, and we could have changed this with Jabril and Jabril and those boys. Jabril, Wilton Spate, they could have changed the culture that year, because we would have made the playoff. Nobody was about to beat us again. That team was loaded. That was a loaded senior-led team. So that was a year to change it. Who knows what Harbaugh's recruits and everything else would have came from that? Who knows what would have happened if we would have made that playoff that year? Because that was a complete team for the most part. It really was. Anybody we played, we didn't get blown out that year. 2016, we lost to Iowa by 3. We lost to OSU by 3 in overtime. Double overtime, and we lost to FSU at the last second. That team could hang with anybody. Like, there was no blowing out that 2016 team, because they had a defense and a potent offense with Jed Fish. So they could have changed the culture that year, but they didn't make the plays. They didn't make the plays they needed to make, and that's just what it comes down to. That's just what it comes down to. How bad do you want it? Are you going to make the plays, or are you going to stay in that little brother role? You expect to lose to him, so you played a good game. You played a good game, bro. This is what they tell you. Yeah, y'all almost had us. You almost had me, little bro. You almost had it that time. You had me, but you almost had me. They give you props and laugh at you at the same time. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. We got to get it done this year. We beat them, everything else will fall into place because we're gonna be hovering around playoff. We're gonna be hovering around there, but you got to beat them. You beat them. The Big Ten, the other champ from the Big Ten division is usually somewhat of a cupcake. Let's be honest, because all the teams are in our division. So you beat them and you in the playoff. You're in. Whether we lose to ND to Notre Dame or not, it don't matter. We lose to them, we're gonna take care of business on everybody else. We're gonna take care of business on all of them. It's just you gotta beat ND. You gotta beat them and then beat OSU, and it's there for you. Especially these years, because Penn State, MSU, these teams are kind of rebuilding, trying to get those players back up, trying to find quarterbacks, who's going to be the leader of the team, who it's all in question for them. So this is a time for us to get that dominance back all the way. Get it done. Just beat OSU. Beat OSU. That's all you got to do, and it's there for us. That's why Harbaugh keeps me, because he has us in position to go to the playoff if we beat OSU. So we haven't been in that situation much. So I gotta ride with Harbaugh somewhat because these are better seasons than we've been used to. Besides last year, which was just, I'm gonna take that as an anomaly also, because we didn't have any quarterback play. Like, everything's getting into place for the future to be good and if not great for the long term. That's the main goal, to be great for a long time, not just 1 year, not just a couple years. I'm talking about years, decades. Like the whole decade, they expect to go to the playoff. That's where we want to be. But it has to start with beating them. Our goals, because they're not gonna beat themselves. OSU ain't gonna beat themselves against us. We have to take it from them. Like, nah, Big Ten is ours now. Thank you. You had it long enough. We'll take it back. We're back where it belongs. The Big Ten is back where it belongs. That's what it has to be. Take it from them. We expect them to give it to us. No, take it. Ain't no guarantees, making guarantees about beating them and stuff. You can't make no guarantee if you ain't beat them, bro. How you making a guarantee when you've never beat them? That don't even make sense. You making a guarantee about beating somebody that you never have. No, I don't want to hear no guarantees. Not with this game. We ain't beat them enough to do that. You can talk a little trash back and forth, but guarantee? Come on, bro. You ain't beat them. You never beat them. How you gonna make a guarantee? No, this is a business game. Take care of business. We'll see. They ask you a dumb question. We'll see them on the field. We'll see them on Saturday. We'll see them in between the lines. That's the only approach you can have when you haven't beat someone. That's false bravado. I don't want to hear no fugazi stuff with that. With OSU. No. It's business. But the players gotta want to do it. And Harbaugh, I'm trusting that he's gonna have them ready to play when the game does come. And they just gotta make the plays. Because that's been the difference in quite a few of these last games. Just OSU is making the plays. Dwayne Haskins 2 years ago, he made plays. Just like this year. He made plays. So if you got somebody making plays, comes in the game as a redshirt freshman making plays. comes in, beats us. Now I know when JT Barrett got hurt, who thought, oh, we got this? I did. I know I did. I was like, we got this. But honestly, I still was worried because it's OSU. So we know they got a stud QB on the bench. They're not built like us. We're trying to get there. We got studs on the bench now. But we ain't have it. 2 years ago, we ain't have studs on the bench. Them dudes straight garbage. Come on, let's just be real. I'm just being honest. They played garbage. Whether it was scheme or whatever, it was garbage. Even Devin Gardner was behind a garbage offensive line. He still made plays. He still had... Gardner almost beat them twice. That when he was a senior and he was hurt in the game and they lost 41-42, I didn't want us to go to OT. I mean, I didn't want us to kick to go for 2. I wanted to kick the field goal and go to overtime. I didn't want. I know he was hurting, but I would have went to overtime. I wouldn't have went for 2. I don't like risking it all at the end of the game. I'm going to overtime. But he almost beat him twice. Just because people can say what they want about DG, that boy had heart. That's what it takes to beat them. Devin Gardner, Denard Robinson, them boys had heart. Braylon Edwards. I know some people don't like Braylon because of what he said. Dude making plays. When people were mad at Braylon, I can't be mad at him. He bled for Michigan and did his thing. He can say what he wants. He on another level than me. He was actually out there scoring touchdowns for Big Blue. He was actually doing it. So he can say what he wants for the most part. He was out there doing it. Great player at Michigan, but we need dudes like that. I'm the best player today. I'm the best player on the field. I'm not gonna let us lose. Even if it's like that. Our best player just refusing to let us lose. We gotta have it. I know I done ranted about OSU. My bad, but sometimes I just gotta get on here and vent. Because I'm tired of them. But that's all I wanted to talk about. OSU, the game. It's a lot that comes with it because we've lost to them for so long. So it's a mindset now. And we have to break that. So I just wanted to talk about that. And, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and go Blue.